Go to the accounts payable module again. Go to the payment setup and go to the method of payments. I will just record these things so that in future you can refer that. So we can create the method of payments like check, electronic payments, NEFT, or like remittance check. So based on the requirement, we can create a method of payments here. So in this method of payment, we have to define some details like what is the period. So for example, it is a invoice wise we have to create the payments. So that period we have to define here, invoice, or we can have a total kind of. Then if you have in description, you can just type what is the description we wanted. If we need a grace period to be incorporated, then we can give the grace period there. And then there are the payment types like others, and then there are other types like you can go down. This status will change automatically when we work on this create the check. This status will check automatically like none, then sent and all. So we will cover that part when we create the check. And in this payment type is generally we use others. We'll keep others here. You can also click on check here if you want to. So here you can select the check there. Okay. And then in the bottom we don't need much of that in general. Go down and there is the payment controls we needed. So in payment controls, these are the things which can be make it mandatory. Like bank transition type is mandatory, offset account has to be mandatory, or bank then check number can be mandatory. So whatever the requirement, as per requirement, we can make this mandatory to avoid any mistakes. And then we save this. Second method we have electronic payment. So you go to the electronic payment, and here we just give this method of payment name, and then again period is invoice, description is electronic payment, and then in the payment type also we can select as a electronic payment. And then what is important is file format here. Now to go to the file format, and here we have to add this file format from the setup. By default it will be blank, so you have to go to the setup, and from these are the standard file formats given by Microsoft. From here you need to add this file format. So what we did, we have to added the customizable or configurable layout, so that we can change the configuration as per our requirement, and then select this. So once you select this by this arrow, we can consider this as a selection file format. Then go to the return, and from return also you can select the file format. So now we already selected this. So we can reverse back by this arrow. We can unselect, and then click that, and then we can select that like this. Remittance we don't need right now, so just keep it blank and just close this. After selection of setup, what we need to do, we have to go to the export file format, and from drop down we need to select the format which we have set up. To select this file format in the export file format and return file format. Then there are again payment controls which we, if we required, we can put the payment controls there as a mandatory field. This is for the electronic payment. Close this. Yeah, you can save this now.